everyone, my name is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because I am filming the first of several reading vlogs for the Tis the Seasonathon. I'm gonna link the channels of all of the hosts down below. But yeah, this readathon is going from December 2nd to December 8th. I just kind of wanted to tell you guys like my plans for this readathon before like getting into my TBR and what I'm currently reading. So basically what I'm planning on doing is releasing a reading vlog like every other day, because what I think I'm gonna do is, instead of doing daily vlogs, I think I'm gonna do vlogs where I combine 2 days into one vlog. And this week is also so exciting because I'm actually leaving really early tomorrow morning at like 6 a.m. to go to Orlando, Florida with my mom, because we're gonna go to Disney World and Universal Studios for a few days, which is just so exciting. And it's so cool that this readathon lined up with that trip. So yeah, there will be plenty of content coming to you guys this week. So why don't I just go over the prompts real quick. Also, so basically I've been bullet journaling for a while to keep track of my reading, and so I did a spread just for the Tis the Season-a-thon, and so I have this little doodle of Olaf. I don't know how well you can see it, but I am not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I just wanted something a little bit festive, and considering that I'm also going to Disney World, I thought, why not? And it says, "Hi, I'm Olaf and I like warm hugs," just like, you know, in the movie. But anyways, so the first prompt is read a book with snow on the cover. I'm actually currently reading a book with snow on the cover, and that is How the Duke Stole Christmas. So this is basically an anthology of 4 short stories that are all historical romances. I'm currently listening to the audiobook for this, and I'm actually almost finished because I did start it yesterday. So I guess I cheated a little bit on the Tis the Seasonathon, but at the same time, I'm also adding a couple of more books onto my TBR than I originally thought I was going to read. So it's all gonna level out. I was attracted to this anthology because Tessa Dare is one of the authors of one of these short stories, and I absolutely loved The Duchess Steele, so I knew that I wanted to read more from her. I have also read one of Sarah McLean's books before, but I have not read the other 2 authors before. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it though. I'm going to listen to more of it and hopefully finish it, because I'm actually about to start packing for Orlando, which is fun. So then the second prompt is read a holiday themed book. For that prompt, I'm going with The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand. I've actually read this book once before in 2018 and loved it so much that I knew that I wanted to reread it for this readathon. And this time I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook, but I will be bringing this physical book with me on my trip, just in case I want to read it physically and listen to the audiobook at the same time. So this is essentially a Christmas Carol retelling. I'll go more into the plot when I actually read it for the readathon. Another book that I'm actually planning on starting and finishing today is One Hot December by Tiffany Reese. I've talked about these books so many times on my channel recently, but this is basically a series of 3 books that are smutty romances that are really short as well. So they're really easy to read in one day. I found the audiobook for this one, which obviously is about like December and Christmas, on Hoopla, so I'll just listen to that while packing as well. I've read this book before as well. I love Tiffany Reese so much. She's definitely one of my favorite smutty romance authors. She is just amazing. And the third challenge is a book you received as a gift. So for that challenge, I'm reading Joy to the Duke by Darcy Burke. The reason why this is a gift is because I got this for free off of NetGalley in exchange for an honest review, so I'm counting it as a gift because I didn't pay for it. The prompt after that is read a book while eating a holiday treat. That could go for any of the books that I'm reading this week. And the last one is a book title related to music. I'm also going to count Joy to the Duke for that because it's like Joy to the World, Joy to the Duke. I am adding one more book onto my TBR. Now I have no idea how much reading I'm going to get done this week because, like I said, my days are going to be full with going to the parks and stuff like that. But I am adding Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I got the audiobook of this off of Libby, and I decided to finally read this because Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads has raved about this book so much on her channel. She reads it every year in December. She's reading it for the Tis the Seasonathon this year, so I thought that it was finally time to read it myself. And I know that I enjoy Rainbow Rowell's works, but I've heard kind of mixed reviews about this book in particular, so I'll talk more about this book if I actually get to it this week, but I don't really know much about the plot. So I think that's everything that I plan on reading this week. It's kind of a lot. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get to all of it. Hey guys, it's Editing Rachel here. I wanted to talk a minute about the bonus challenge, which is reading the group book, which is 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. I actually did try reading this on audio a couple of days ago on Scribd, but I'm pretty sure the version that's on Scribd is like an abridged version, because every now and then it would like skip like 2 chapters of information, and then all of a sudden we would be like at the blind dates. Like we wouldn't get all the background information as to like how the blind dates came about and all of that. So I was getting frustrated with that, but also I just feel like this is such a generic YA story. Like nothing about this book really drew me in. I was just listening to it while doing my makeup one day just to listen to something, and while I was kind of paying attention, I just wasn't drawn in. The characters weren't anything special to me. Maybe if I had access to like a full unabridged version, I would like it more and I would have listened to more of it. But at the same time, there's just nothing really motivating me to try to find the full audiobook. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about that real quick because I'm editing this video and I completely forgot to address the group book. It is later on Monday. It's about like 6:30 or so I thought I would give you guys a reading update while I do my nighttime skincare routine, and then I can share with you guys what products I use and all of that. So as far as a reading update goes, I finished How the Duke Stole Christmas, which is that anthology of 4 short stories, and I think I'm giving the collection overall 3.5 stars. So I really enjoyed the short story that Tessa Dare did, as well as the short story that Sophie Johnson did. The other 2 short stories, like the one Sarah McLean did, and then I can't remember the 4th author's name, I didn't enjoy quite as much. So if I were to rate the stories individually, I would give Tessa Dare's probably 4-star, Sarah McLean's 3-star, Sophie Johnson 4 stars, and then the last one 3 stars. So I just rounded it out and gave the whole collection 3.5 stars. So what I'm using right now is a glycolic acid toning solution, and this is by The Ordinary. I don't know how well you can see that. That's what it looks like. This is the glycolic acid 7% toning solution by The Ordinary. And I have started using The Ordinary products for a while now. I think it's been at least a couple of months, and I have to say, I am so impressed. So this is just a product that you use after cleansing your face. I just used like a very basic cleanser in the shower just now, and then this is something that tones your skin, but it also exfoliates your skin because it has the glycolic acid. I tried to bring it down as far down my neck as possible because you don't want to forget your neck when you're doing skincare. So yeah, overall I enjoyed the short story collection. I would recommend it if you're looking for like a Christmassy historical romance thing going on, but at the same time, none of the stories really focused all that much on Christmas. Like they're more like winter stories that mentioned Christmas a few times, but they're not really all that focused on the holiday. Okay, so then next I am using Buffet by The Ordinary. That's what that looks like. So this is essentially a serum, and this has, it says a multi-technology peptide serum, and I don't know, it's got all kinds of really good things in it. This one is more expensive than a lot of the other products from the brand because The Ordinary is really inexpensive because I think they save money on packaging and things like that. Like this, I think was only about like $6 or $7. The Buffet is probably their most expensive item, and this is $14, but this has a ton of stuff in it, and it's just supposed to hydrate and keep your skin looking young and all of that. So I put a good amount on my fingertips, and then I just kind of dot it all over my face like so, and then rub it in. So I did start a second book for the 'Tis the Seasonathon. I started One Hot December by Tiffany Reese, like I mentioned earlier, and since this is a reread, I don't really feel the need to like update you guys about it because I already know that I love this book. But essentially, this is like a second chance romance between this girl named Veronica and this guy named Ian. And basically Ian was Veronica's boss, but at the very beginning of the novel, she quits her job to start a better job. This is basically a story about them getting back together. So I am using an eye cream. The one that I use is just Kiehl's, and it's the creamy eye treatment with avocado. It's just a very basic white tub, and it does look green. I don't know if you can see that, but it does look green because it's got the avocado in it. And I just dot it under my eyes and very gently rub it in because the skin under your eyes is very sensitive. So then the last product I'm using is again by The Ordinary. So this is called the, what is this? Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus HA. And this is just a pretty basic moisturizer. I will say that this is not the most hydrating moisturizer out there. If you have really dry skin, this is just not gonna cut it for you. But I have pretty normal skin, so I don't have any issues using this. Although when it gets really, really cold in the winter, I mean, it is winter right now, but not really. Like, I feel like my skin's not the driest yet. I think it's gonna get really dry like in January and February, but when it gets really dry, I'm gonna have to probably use this in conjunction with another moisturizer because this just doesn't do all that much. But what I will say about using all of these Ordinary products is that I have noticed a big difference in the overall texture of my skin. It just feels smoother. I also feel like my pores look smaller. So I definitely recommend this brand because it's just so inexpensive. I got them from Ulta. I feel like Sephora sells the brand, and then The Ordinary, they also have their own website. So yeah, highly, highly recommend. So I think that's gonna be it for my reading update for now. I think I'm going to finish One Hot December tonight because it is such a short audiobook. I think it's only like a 5-hour audiobook and I listen on 2x speed. So that will be done by tonight because I still have some more packing to get done. Mainly I need to pack like my toiletries, so like my skincare. If I'm bringing any makeup, probably not. I don't really wear makeup on a daily basis, and I feel like for going to Disney World and Universal, I'm not going to want to wear makeup, but I might bring a little bit. I also really need to start packing like all of my electronics, but I'm not gonna be able to do that until I'm done editing like today's portion of the vlog. So yeah, I do have like quite a bit more to do before I can go to bed tonight. But yeah, with that being said, I will just talk to you guys tomorrow. We finally made it to Orlando at like 6:30. I'm also filming in the bathroom because that seems to be the best lighting in here. So yeah, we got here around 6:30, checked into the hotel and went and got dinner at Applebee's. And so we're just here. I haven't gotten any reading done today because, and I assumed that I wouldn't because I've been on the road all day with my mom. I think what I'm gonna do now is finish editing this vlog, and then I'm going to start the audiobook for The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand. I talked about that book a little bit yesterday. I can talk about the plot more like tomorrow when I read more of it, but I've read this book before. last December actually, and I really enjoyed it. It's basically a Christmas Carol retelling where like the Scrooge is actually a teenage girl named Holly. I think I'm gonna start listening to the audiobook and then go to bed because tomorrow is our first day at Disney World, so we need to get up really early because the park opens at 9, but we want to be there before it opens. Yeah, with that being said, I'm tired, so I will see you guys tomorrow.